My name is Mike Chilton. I'm currently a law enforcement instructor for the West Ada School District. I am the program head and lead instructor for our program. Before that, I was a deputy sheriff for 16 years working in law enforcement in the Treasure Valley. And prior to that, I served 8 years in the United States Marine Corps. I enlisted in the Marine Corps when I was 19 years old. I was a 0351, which is an infantry assault specialist. I got to travel around the world and be involved in several Marine Expeditionary Unit Special Operations capable. It let me see a whole different side of the world and make me be even more thankful to be an American and be able to return here. I'm considered an expert on the Constitution because I teach constitutional studies. It is a document that I have studied most of my life, and I have sworn 2 different career fields I've sworn to protect it with my life. To be an American is a very special gift. I think people should consider themselves very lucky. It means you have the ability to go chase whatever it is that you want to do in your life, whatever your dreams are, you have the ability to go get it. Speech should almost never be censored. The reason we have a First Amendment is to protect speech. Every American should have the right to say anything as long as it doesn't lead to violence or to others being hurt. Hate speech, unfortunately, is protected speech. We wouldn't need a First Amendment to protect popular speech. The First Amendment actually protects speech that most people don't like. Free speech should apply to every group as long as they're not abdicating violence against other people. James Madison, who's the primary author of our Constitution and one of the contributors to the 10 Amendments, thought the First Amendment was very important. That without free speech, the other amendments might very well not last.
We begin this week with so much emotion and unrest all across the country after those devastating shootings. You see, some rallies, like this one in Minnesota, did turn violent over the weekend. Dozens of officers injured. This healing is going to be hard.
And we have so many striking images to show you. This encounter between a young woman and officers in riot gear in Baton Rouge.
The protesters that are protesting police officers absolutely should have the right to say what they say. In another frame, it's kind of heartbreaking, even though they have the right to say it. I wish that they wouldn't. Most of it is people that have a misunderstanding about law enforcement and don't really understand how the system works or what police are doing. Many of the youth that are protesting against our law enforcement officers are doing so out of an ignorance that they don't understand the laws or our legal system. They're passionate, they're emotional, and they're striking out against the police.
Doubling down overnight.
I'll continue to sit. I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed. When there's significant change and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, I'll stand.
I think Kaepernick has been raised up as a hero by our youth that probably weren't even familiar with his background. Just like Kaepernick's not familiar with the history of the United States, but because he's picked on that issue of police brutality, I think a lot of youth have flocked to him and turned him into some kind of pseudo hero for their generation. As unfortunate as in today's day and age, police are always going to be attacked because very often they can't stand and publicly defend themselves. Their job is to follow the law, to arrest people that are breaking the law. That is always seen as a controversial topic to the youth, but it is a necessary thing or society won't stand.